Well, it's the 9th of June, 2012. My brother Jim and his wife Mary are visiting from the southwestern portion of Pennsylvania. And where do you think I brought them first when they came to visit us in the North Country? St. Patrick's Church in West Peru and Mother Cabrini Shrine. So many things have been done here at this beautiful spiritual spot since the last time I visited. I thought it would be nice to renew my own spirit and that of my loved ones, Kay and my brother and his wife, and driving up here to see all the wonderful things that have been done since the last time I visited on both sides of the road. Wherever you are viewing this, you'll get to see some formal video that Calvin Castine and I will do for Hometown Cable. And they'll be rededicating this area and all the tremendous events and additions they've made. Look at those beautiful mountains, Lake Champlain. As we drove up here, I said to my brother Jim, isn't it nice to live in a part of the country that offers this kind of vista to renew your spirit? It's a good idea for people to come up here just about any time. But if you can be here when there are special services, that's even better. I'm walking toward the enclosure they built over Mother Cabrini Shrine. Her mummified remains, as she's the first American saint, are in the cloisters in Upper Manhattan and New York City. Minus her head, by the way, which was sent back to Italy, and there is a wax replica. So her remains of the first American saint can be seen almost any time there. There are walking paths here. There are special places where you can be reverent and where you can, as I said earlier, renew your spirit and your soul. For those of you who aren't familiar with the history of St. Patrick's, it's been associated with this diocese for many, many years, since the fourth decade of the 19th century, but it's been associated with lots of different churches. Is now connected with Peru, having been connected with Keysville and Katyville and various other parishes throughout the years. We're just going to take a little walk around and see what we can see today, and hope you're enjoying our little Gordie Little special Hometown Cable view of Mother Cabrini Shrine and St. Patrick's Church. Everywhere you turn is a beautiful and inspiring sight. You can see what memorial walk path we're going to be taking, where it says walk, pray, and renewed. And be renewed. There are the Stations of the Cross in the area. As I said, there have been many modifications over the last couple of years, and I would personally thank all those people who dedicated their time and their treasure, as they say, their money, to help do this for the benefit of all those people in the North Country and visitors here who just want to see what this area is all about. You can travel a long ways in this hunk of mud we live on and not see any place more beautiful than this. Look at Jake's Pond. If you listen carefully, you can hear the water. Ancient split rail fences. Places to sit and reflect. Rustic Adirondack bridges. It's all here. And we're so fortunate because in doing this in early June, there was a terrible storm that swept through the area yesterday with warnings and hail and thunder and lightning and wind. And fortunately, this is a beautiful, bright, sunny morning. where my family and I just decided to come up here and get a preview of what you'll see later when they dedicate all of this again in a very short period of time. It's so nice because there's nobody here to tell you where you can go and can't go. The grounds are open for everyone to see and enjoy. And that's precisely what we're doing today. A close-up view of the third station. Moss covered and beautiful. The little gardens, more pathways, and my brother Jim Little. It's one of those wonderful places to stand and reflect and walk around like St. Anne's Shrine and Isle La Motte. I always feel enriched when I go there as well. It's so nice that they built an enclosure around the shrine and the grotto. You'll see many more images. As we stand inside, you can hear an echo. And I was doing an interview about a week or two ago, and this devout woman said she comes up here often to light candles for her relatives. I think she specifically mentioned her mother. And we'll go inside. In this early second week of June 2012, I can hear Kay in the background say the black flies are here. They don't seem to bother me. The old joke is, Gordie, they don't like rotten meat. But they aren't as plentiful as they have been in many years in the past, that's for sure. Don't you just love this old church? 172 years old or something like that. My math is horrendous, as you might guess. Kay went back into one of the paths and picked 3 little tiny wild strawberries, and showed them to me when she came back out of the pathways. I love it. Just thought we'd spend a few minutes inside the St. Patrick's Church, up here at the scene, the site of the Mother Cabrini Shrine. This little church has been here for many, many years. Quite a few weddings and funerals have taken place here over the years. Some photographs that might evoke a few memories for people. With quite a few reflections, I might add. It's almost impossible with the windows to both sides and behind us. But hopefully there are people watching this program who will recognize some of the faces. Poignant memories have been created here, that's for sure. So many people have dedicated a good portion of their lives to make sure that this sacred place continues to inspire people. You see some of the early names connected with this church. Boswell, Sloan, Mannix, Downs, Kennedy, Coffey, Donald, Russell. The rustic Adirondack theme is perpetuated at the altar of the church. And many people come here to light candles. We're in the church entryway, and there's a little history of Mother Cabrini. She grew up on a farm in northern Italy, avidly read the annals of the propagation of the faith, and dreamed of being a missionary in China. In one year, 1870, she lost both parents in death. Where others might be bitter, she was not. She knew her parents were in good hands. She listened for God's word to herself. What was His will? It turned out to be not China, but Chinatown, New York. 1889, she came, the foundress of a new religious congregation, and with 6 other sisters began to teach children. The rest is history. Orphanages, hospitals, child care centers concerned for immigrants, the legacy of the first canonized U.S. citizen. When you hear God's voice today, harden not your heart. And on the bottom it says, vocations are everybody's business. With the American flag flying proudly over the area, this will conclude our brief visit to Mother Cabrini Shrine and St. Patrick's Church in West Peru, to say that this portion of our visit has been just moving and wonderful and profound would be a total understatement. Thank you all for watching this program and continuing to pay attention to this great treasure in our midst in the North Country. And when people come to visit you and ask where they can go, send them to Mother Cabrini Shrine. King and Queen right on top. That's the royal court.